What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Make sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Add another one, chalk up another one, and add another one onto the list for Sweet Baby Inc. Kepler Interactive Senior Operations and Growth Manager Lizzie Kane, rages after Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn added to the Sweet Baby Inc. boycott list, detected list, however you want to phrase it. So Lizzie Kane, as you can see here up above, she looks fun. The Senior Operations and Growth Manager for Kepler Interactive, the video game developer, publishing the upcoming Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, shared her rage to social media, as they always do, after the game was added to the Sweet Baby Inc. detected list. Brazilian gamer Cabrutus announced that game's inclusion to the boycott list, posting on X, "Hey guys, I added another game to my curator list. The game is called Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, and as shown in the physical copy of the Edge magazine, it involves Kim Belair, the Sweet Baby Inc. CEO. I have waited a bit before deciding to add this one because a dev from Flintlock recently reached to me through mail stating that they eradicated the SBI part and basically remade it completely. I don't believe you. At this point, together with my staff, I have decided to give them the chance to prove this, allowing us access to the game pre-release and asking their manager to have a conversation with me. They openly refused on both points, leaving me without any way to confirm what they were telling us. This doesn't speak very well about them. So yeah, new game in the list. And I'm sure this will be phrased as, they're blackmailing us. They were trying to get early copies. And now nah. You are trying to obfuscate the truth that you did, in fact, have SBI. They did probably help you ruin a bunch of things, and now you're trying to cover it up because you know it means people won't buy it. And then, of course, that was just them basically talking about Flintlock from an article that mentions Kim. Following this declaration, former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern, who's been tearing it up recently, revealed that the entire game had been ruined by Sweet Baby Inc.'s Kim Belair and A44 Games' former chief operating officer Andrea Topps Harjo, Jesus, Harjo, Haro. Kern shared the J's silent, or Juan, that type of thing. Kern shared his information to X, writing, "Proof Sweet Baby Inc. ruins games. SBI game Flintlock by A44 Games has been overrun by woke. I used to work there. Flintlock was a good project with lots of potential. Then it was ruined. See a strong BIPOC woman, just like Forspoken, and every time they want it more diverse, they just make it a Kim Belair insert." He continued, "Before I go further, please note that this is a rumor from a source that seems very knowledgeable about the studio's inner workings. Take that as it is. If others would like to verify knowledge about the studio's inner workings, take that as it is. If others would like to verify, please DM me anonymously. The CEO and COO at A44 are no longer with the company, but the damage seems to have been done. Did you know the protagonist of Flintlock used to be white?" Well, where have we heard that before? A formerly white character suddenly with the inclusion of Sweet Baby Inc. coming out black all of a sudden. I don't know. Did you know the protagonist of Flintlock used to be white? When COO and casting director joined the studio, her first actions were to change the character to hire Sweet Baby Inc. and change the main character to a POC. This, God, come on, because now I want to see. This marked the beginning of the problems with the game and the studio. Okay. Next, Kern provided some more details about Hararo and how she was allegedly using A44 Games assets to fund her own business. Andrea Topps Haro is rumored to have used the company's funds and manpower to power her personal agenda and projects on initiatives not related to the game or even the studio itself. Kern posted, "One such initiative that I found is Inclusion FX, an FX company and advocacy company with shades of Sweet Baby Inc." As we find, they all have shades. Here is the bio from the company. "She held this position at Flintlock at the same time she ran Inclusion FX. I asked and confirmed, yeah, I have witnessed our UI artists making art assets for its website as their sprint tasks." He continued, "Aside from working with Sweet Baby Inc. and making changes to the game, Andrea has also directed numerous changes in HR in her role. In 2021, most developers were denied raises. Evaluations were postponed for at least 6 months. Andrea told HR to inform anyone who complained or asked questions that the reason is because I said so. Yeah, that sounds about right. She also, and I get you, most of those people were probably white that she was doing that to. She also ordered the HR department to hide the salaries of the top execs of the company. HR tried, but were unable to get past this. The team was worried about the studio's finances. Meanwhile, the new hires and changes to the game resulted in a project where these people know nothing about how a video is. Yeah. These people know nothing about how a video game is made. And insert, these people know nothing about how a comic is written or drawn. These people know nothing about how to make a TV show. These people know nothing about how to make a movie or adapt a franchise. It's the same shit. It is the same people with the same ideology, the same tactics, all answering to the same corporate masters and ideology. I don't, if nothing else has been proven in your times watching my channel and the other channels, I hope you see that this is everywhere and it's the same people doing the same things for the same reasons. Next, he shared after nearly 2 years of these DEI changes at A44, the damage had been done. At this point, the studio was purchased for $175 million, an unusually high sum for a small studio, by the way. But Kepler Interactive in September of 2021, a gaming collective fund whose founder also founded the Kowloon Knights Gaming Fund. It was at this point that Andrea, the COO, left the company. Perhaps this was the start of a cleanup of the game's troubles, which seemed to be a mini. Kern concluded, the state of the game is unknown at this time, but it is believed to be in shambles after this 2-year round of DEI changes. It's a lot. As we now know, A44 reached out to Cabrutus to refute SBI's involvement, saying they are no longer involved and all their changes have been reversed. But when Cabrutus asked for proof, they refused to speak to him any further. Following Kern's thread, Kane took to X, where she wrote, absolutely fuming, vibrating off the fucking plane of reality, this piss weak pseudo-journalism that the far right, first of all, none of y'all naysayers are actually doing journalism. The only journalism that I've seen done lately in the gaming realm are from us, from people like Nerd Wars, which we're about to see over there on his Gamergate Gamer Report series. We're actually doing the journalism. You guys are pushing your narratives, trying to defend each other from the truth, and it's not working out well. Incredible to see this in real time and closer to home, how wrong Grums is and how damaging he and his weird trope are. Yeah, he's just an Uncle Tom, right? He's a self-hating game developer, right? It's not like he possibly is actually diming all you demons out with real information. Kern would share this post as well as information from Kame's website, which has now been locked down. So here's all the receipts come on. They might be trying to cover it up, but it is not changed. You don't work on a game for 2 years, changing everything to align to DEI and then have it suddenly be quickly fixed. In fact, she's now claiming she's a victim. They all do this too. She's a victim of harassment, but as Kern's questions, she went protected immediately. So how could she have received any harassment? More lies. Yeah. And then again, more receipts, because at least we have the receipts. And like I said, because of Elon, it's a lot safer on Twitter for both sides, X, whatever you want to call it. Of note, Kane is the co-founder of Girl Geek Academy, which states on its website that its goal is to bring 1 million women and girls into technology careers by 2030 through a range of programs in industries such as games, startups, 3D printing, design. That's more equity. In other words, it's the reason there aren't more women in this is not because they're being held back or because patriarchy. It's because more women just aren't interested in this shit. Just like there aren't more men or in like the nursing field or the medical field in general. This goes into there are differences between men and women and differences between cultures. And you can't force equity in them. It just doesn't work that way. The organization appears to discriminate based on gender, of course. That the about sections, we started building programs for women after we ran the world's first all-women hackathon in 2014. We quickly realized that if we started teaching children 10 years ago, we could be hiring them today. So now all noble goals, but at 10, the best laid plans pave the path to hell, or whatever the hell. Path to hell is paved with good intentions. Anyway, yeah. The site reads, gender inequality ain't going to fix this out. Gender equality doesn't exist. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry to really explain that to you. There are things women can do and they're better at, and there are things men can do and they're better at, and there are things we can all do that we're good at. You're just not going to change the things that the other gender is better at. Sorry. Continues, we knew from our experience volunteer effort alone wasn't going to fix the structural issues facing women and girls in technology. We decided, and the structural issues of that is largely women are interested in people and men are interested in things. The more egalitarian a country is, the more you see that drastically take shape. Sorry, look up those statistics. And so, there you go. It sounds no different than black girls and gamers or all the other ones that exclude everyone except who they're focused on, which is they think it's no thing except if we were to say boys in gaming or white men gamers. Oh, you wouldn't like that. So let me know what you think of this. I'm sorry if you were looking forward to Flintlock. It seems like until they prove otherwise, it's going to be SBI'd up and it's going to be exactly what you're expecting. Enjoy their words, instead of your boring generic white man, enjoy your boring generic BIPOC girl who will be insufferable and really have no personality. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you've done that, thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you. It's already crazy. We're over 2,000. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm here for it. And Badger Legion, thank you for being here for it.
Well, bye.